pretty useless at this stuff, but let me first explain what I'm doing. I'm playing A minor, but 3 notes on one string. And then I was playing G major 7th, skipping strings, and then I was playing a C major to a D major. Okay, so what we got is an A minor, A, C and an E. So like this, root or 1, flat 3rd, perfect 5th, but played on one string. Then I played the B, but it's actually the G major 7th, because the F sharp is the major 7th of the G, which is 1. The B is the 1, 3, 5 in G major is G, B, D. So I'm doing the second inversion, because B being the 3rd, the major 3rd, is the second note in 1, 3, 5, okay? G, D, major 7th, root. Okay, following? And then I played an E, C, G. C, E, G is a C major in the first inversion, and E, G, C is the second inversion, because I'm starting with a major 3rd of a C major chord. Then I played likewise the D major, an F sharp, an A and a D on the 22nd fret. In other words, 14, 17, 22. And that one, 12, 15, 19, A minor. More importantly, get to know the notes. A, C, E, E, G, C, F sharp, A, D. This is going to be fun. I think you know where it's going to go. Okay, I promised you I'd share breakthroughs with you, and I think today I had a breakthrough. This is what led me. I was messing around with this. I've known about this lick for a long time, but I never tried to practice it. But it's the understanding of what's going on that I wanted to share with you today. So let's just go through my personal breakthroughs. I started guitar after 35 or 36 years, having started at the age of 14. By the age of 55, I got possessed by the thing, having not hardly played a guitar in 28 years. There was a section where I did play, but very limited, like 2 hours a month. And the breakthrough that was one that I knew about 8 years ago, when I was basically, 56, was the 3 notes, the 5 positions of the major and minor pentatonics. I've got it in a file like that. I actually wrote it out. I drew lines. I put the dots down. I was too lazy to sit down and work it out. But I now know that E minor pentatonic in position 1 looks like that. I now know that in position 5 it looks like that. Because if that's 1, then 2 back is 5. There's 5 positions, and that's in minor, and then I could play major for you. I now know where all those positions are. Then I also knew about 2-3 years ago, I saw these guys flying around with their hand fanned out like that. I didn't know quite what they were doing, and then I figured out eventually it's minor predominantly minor pentatonic, played 3 notes per string. In other words, E minor pentatonic, 3 notes per string. Because I'm sitting with the guitar in this position between my legs, and I told you I've had hip replacements, I'd actually hurts because it spreads my pelvis. I'm not concentrating so well, but I do know how to play it. You know, when I'm standing up, I'm a lot more fluent. 3 notes per string. That was a major breakthrough to me, but I only really got into it in April this year. I knew about it because it's in my file. I've known about it 4, 5, 6 years, but I only started practicing it around 6 months ago, and even then very sparsely. But I'm starting to a little bit more now, and I'm starting to bring it into my jams. And then I also purposely play the minor pentatonics, especially in keys that I'm not so familiar with, like C sharp, E flat, F sharp. Throw the brain a bit, E flat, throw your brain, because it's in your muscle memory, but you'll be surprised how it will throw your perception of where the notes are on the fretboard when you change keys. I really urge you to put a track in your loop in different keys, and then really try and make some music with it, not just recite the patterns up and down. The next breakthrough, which I came across around 2 months ago, what I call a breakthrough, it's not so easy for me in this position, was this zigzag playing in minor third intervals. So zigzag, I mean like this. So in other words, what I meant by that, those are the starting points on the respective strings. Now watch there, there's 1, I think you got my drift. I'm changing the starting point of the minor third intervals. I'm playing 3 notes per string. I found that's really opened up my mind to doing some outside things. And today, you see, when I was 16, I was playing guitar quite well. I was playing in a band, and we had a piano in our house since I was the age of 2. My late mother used to play, and then she got an organ. And so I knew what a C major scale was, and so I knew what the notes were, even though I knew no music theory, so I counted because I could count. And I found that, and I'm going to go to E major here, if I skipped 3 notes on the piano, because I knew where C was, but I'm playing in E now, if I skipped 3 notes, including the black ones, I knew that I'd hit a major third. Not that I knew what 1, 3, 5 was, or major third or minor third. I knew if I pulled my middle finger back one, I'd get a minor chord on a keyboard. I didn't realize I was doing the same thing on a guitar. I didn't think like that because I didn't have any theory. But 1, 3, 5. Frets 12 in this example, 12, 16, and 19. And there's B major, G major, D major, A major, and E major. Great little exercise to get your hand fan down. And then minor, you play the minor third. You skip 2, skip 3. So major, skip 3, skip 2, minor, skip 2, skip 3. Thanks to the old ivories. There you go. And if you didn't know, all the white notes on the piano are the C major scale. You never have to think again. Because G major, for example, is everything white except for F sharp, 1 black note in the G major scale. 1, 3, 5 is a major scale, 1 flat 3 is a minor scale. And what I was doing here was A, C, I skipped 2, it's a minor third interval, A, C, E, and I skipped 3 frets there. Now you know what I was doing in that Holsworthy. Then I played G, but I'm playing in the chord. It's a B, but I'm playing in the chord of G. G, B, D, 1, 3, 5 is G major. When I start with B, I'm playing the second inversion. I think you're following me here? 1, 3, 5. B is the third in the G major scale. And I'm playing a major 7th, the F sharp to a G. G major 7th, and then I played a C major. And a D major. Now I might be confusing you, but remember your inversions. E, F sharp, A, D. I'm playing 15, 17, 22, by the way. Now the spacing is different, but that's why you need to know your notes names of the 1, 3, 5. So F sharp is the third, the major third of D major. A is the perfect fifth, and D is the 1. So I am playing the second inversion of D major. Likewise, C major. Now I'm skipping 2 string. The other day I showed you this one. Still working on it, and I'm not heaps of painting, so I'm not concentrating because the pain's overwhelming me. But I hope you've learned something really important here as I have today. Can you hear the major minor? Skipping 2 frets. But I confused you when I started playing different inversions, because then it's different spacings. But you go get a piece of paper and you write down all the 1, 3, 5s, or every alpha character, C, D, E, F, G. And you flatten the third, and you got minor third. You play 1, 2, 5, and you got a sus2 chord. You know, like D. It sounds better down here when the guitar's in tune. It's just the way I'm sitting, I'm pulling on the strings. Okay, sus2, then E and a flat 5, diminished. And you add a diminished 7, a flat 7. Flat dominance. Okay, there you go. And then you go E5, sharp 5, augmented, flat 6. You can start playing around now. So the important thing is the A minor. Let's look at this one. Here's a G note. C major on 2 string. That happens to be the 4th